welcome back to our videos again. We are glad to be here with you, and we are happy that you're continuing to follow us. We feel loved, we feel encouraged, we feel by our viewers. Anyway, it's Lucy and Ronnie with a couple binders. What are we talking about today?
I'm thinking on a statement someone made one time. We are not in heaven. Do you remember that statement?
Yeah, I do.
We are not in heaven. So, many times in our relationships, we kind of assume or behave like we are in heaven. So, you are married to a human being. Fact check, you are married to a human being. Human beings by nature have their limitations. They cannot fulfill all your needs and aspirations. They can't read your mind. And they are poor sinners. They will disappoint you in one way or another. I find it necessary to always remind myself and also others that we are not in heaven. So long as we are still on earth, the people we are dealing with, especially our spouses, because they are closer to us, are bound to annoy us, to irritate us. I think there are even moments where you don't want to see them. Honey, have you had moments where you don't want to see me? Sometimes you don't want to see them. Sometimes they'll tell you things about them which will throw you off. But it's always important to remember that you are dealing with a human being. So cut them some slack. They are not angels.
Yeah, they're going to... They have their shortcomings and they have their weaknesses. And the most important thing is both of you to agree that you have those limitations and you are actually working on them. One spouse will be moving faster than the other. Another may be taking baby steps, but at least they're steps.
Yeah.
And
sometimes they're not even taking steps at all. That phase is also there, and it's okay to pass.
Yeah, but the most important thing is to remember that in that struggle, you are still you do that struggle as one. Yeah. So if you're going to have sometimes some moments, there's some moments where people are going to maybe have a backslide. There are more moments where they're going to have where God feels so far and they don't want to pray. They're going to have moments where they're going to face temptations of all nature, and that is also going to be okay. And they're going to you'll find someone sometimes picking up maybe a few
bad habits here and there.
Yes.
Sometimes they are going to be linked up to bad friends who are going to influence them into things.
So it is what you need to realize is still you're on the same team as couples. What's most important at that time is to sit down and say, okay, we're having this. I'm struggling with this. And to realize you the couple who is having the challenge, not the other one who is not, is you is having the challenge, is to appreciate and know that I know I have this challenge. I am dealing with this issue and I need help. I need first help from my spouse, but then also I need maybe external help where it needs be. Then you come up with a strategy on how you can overcome that. And remember, that's how life is. It's a cycle. It's like a roller coaster. Sometimes after finishing one slide, you have to climb
another one.
You're like, oh God, not again.
So sometimes people come. Sometimes people come and ask us whether we even have challenges. You guys, you seem to have it together. You are happy. You are what? Do you even have? We do.
Humans.
We are humans. We are not angels.
We are not in heaven.
So we are not yet in heaven. We have our fights. We have our disagreements. We have our chaos. But we have learned that we are a team.
And we are in a journey.
So we are Ronnie keeps saying that one of the, I'm not going to say something bad. Don't look at me like that. The way you eyed me. Ronnie keeps mentioning it, which is a fact that spouses, our most important role is to ensure that our spouse goes to heaven, that they become saints. So who are saints? Saints are sinners who keep trying and trying and trying. They keep falling and getting up. So we have moments which can be heated up. Sometimes we don't want to talk to each other. Sometimes we don't want to be in each other's presence. But at the bottom of it, we've made vows to be married. And we know that we're on the same team and that we have to work it out. So we work it out. And sometimes we even know that this is not going to disappear in a minute. In those moments, we learn to cut your spouse some slack, to let them be and struggle it out until you get it right. So today's message is that simple. We are not where?
In heaven.
We are not in heaven. We are struggling sinners. Remember that every time your spouse falls below your expectations,
and there's that thing you said, which probably it's you can't know the minds of your spouse, because sometimes people say,
if you love me, honey,
if he loves me, he should
know that
he
I
will
want
know that
this.
I want a cold cup of juice or a cold glass of juice. What you've not said, no one will know. They're not gods that they're going to read your minds.
Yeah.
So express yourself. Just remember that your spouse is a human.
Yeah.
And we are not in heaven.
Yeah. So fellow sinners, catch you another time. Cut your spouse some slack. They are struggling sinners. We shall get it together when we get to heaven. I hope we sit next to each other.
I'll be at the back.
You'll be at the back. I like to be in the front. We shall work it out, struggling sinner.